Any questions? If it's clear, you can tell it's clear. If not, you can just tell me what is not clear. Any point is not clear?
It's cleared, ma'am.
Okay. Fine then. So we will look at some of the questions. So what would be the answer for this first question? So these questions are basically from the freedom part, the rights that we discussed today. So which of the following rights is a constitutional right and not a fundamental right?
Right to property means.
Yes, it is right to property. So under which article right to property was given originally?
Originally, 21.
Yeah, originally it was 19 clause 1 clause F, and now we have it like a constitutional right under 300A, and it was the 42nd Amendment Act, that 44th Amendment Act of 1978, which removed it from from fundamental rights and made it just a constitutional right. So it is right to property. So you can try to remember the article. It is 300A. Next one.
Right to vote.
Yeah, so
Right to vote.
yeah, so right against self-incrimination we have under which article? This is under Article 20. Then we have free and compulsory education under Article 21A. Ex post facto laws also we have, right? So it is right to vote, which is not it is not included under the fundamental rights. So it will be right to vote. So right against ex post facto laws is also under Article 20, that a person cannot be convicted of a certain thing which is not an offense at that moment, or which is cannot be given a punishment more than what is mentioned under law. So Ananya Kumar, you have raised your hand. Any doubt, or is it by mistake?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question.
Yeah.
So it's related to right to expression and freedom of speech. So my
Okay.
question is, like, these many YouTubers are like carry minority right now used abusive language. Can he seek remedy under freedom of speech and freedom of expression?
Yeah, so freedom of speech and expression again is not like absolute right? There might be certain restrictions that are mentioned under Article 2. So if it is whatever the person is doing, if it is affecting like public order, or if it is affecting decency or morality that we have, then we can file a case on those grounds. Or if it is like defamation on some person, whatever comments they are making, whatever videos they are making, if it is like a sort of defamation on a person, the person can file a case. If normally we feel that it is affecting decency or morality, then also the person can file a case. Even for those kind of cases, what happens is that you would see that many of the videos are like pulled down by YouTube itself, that it is affecting decency or morality, or it is like hampering public order. So on those grounds, even YouTube itself is pulling down videos. So those also you can say. And also if a person is like specifically affected or something, he can also file a case that whatever things they are mentioning, it is a type of like defamatory statement, or it is affecting decency or something like that.
Okay, and politicians, if they are like using some defamatory language in their speeches, so can they be booked under?
Yeah, so say now again, politicians trying to convince that they are the best, they would use certain things which are like very common for us as a general public also. Now something if they are saying which is like extremely defamatory or something, the other party files a case. If they cannot prove that whatever they have said is like true, then they can be booked, case they will have to face the consequences. For example, if a person says that the current government is, they are not very loyal, they are just taking public's money or something, then they can prove that why they are not taking public money or something like that. If the other party can prove their point why they have said that present government is not honest or something, like it depends on the type of arguments given by both the parties. If they can prove that whatever is said is completely false and is defamatory, the person may have to face consequences. And also it should be like incitement to an offense, right? For example, if a person is saying like the present government what we have is not like very good one, so what we should do is that we should remove them from seat in the coming election. So if one person is saying like that in a speech, that is not inciting for any offense, right? That is just a general statement that is made, and people are, people are convinced that by using our right to vote, we should remove them from power, which is like a legal thing to do. So those things are allowed. Like a person can go and say that we should remove this particular political party. They are like very, like not properly doing it. So that would not be an incitement to an offense. But if they are saying that this political party is not good, we would, go against them, do some revolt. Those things would be like a different thing. So next, yeah.
Thank you.
So next one, the power to impose reasonable restrictions on fundamental rights is given to whom? Who is been given this particular power to, impose reasonable restrictions on the rights that are given? Parliament. Yeah, it is the Parliament who can impose certain reasonable restrictions on any of the grounds that are mentioned. So these were like the questions that we had from this part. So I will try to make a note on the DK Basu case and what was, basically held on this particular case, so that you can read it from here itself, that what all guidelines were issued and what happened after this particular decision and why the case was actually filed. So this is all about the various types of freedoms that we have under the Constitution of India. And next we will discuss the other types of rights, that is right against exploitation, in next class. So meanwhile you can just go through the articles, okay, what articles is saying about what, because from part 3, part 4 you can expect questions on the article basis. And regarding the cases also, you can just read the cases from here. It would be like very clear to you what was the matter all about in this particular case. Okay then, so we'll end this class here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.